Welcome to Crazy 6.
Where we're all crazy.
Obviously. I said you were leading out.
Alright. Welcome to the Crazy 6.
Where we're all crazy.
We're all crazy.
Sorry.
Anyway, today we're going to go over our Orphan Black Pops that we have. Really good season, or
Series.
it's a really good series. I waited till like season 2 to actually start watching it and like binge watch it. You know, it took a couple episodes to really get into it. But you know, once you get a grasp of what's going on, it's like it's hard to stop watching.
Very addictive.
And there's lots of plot twists and craziness that happens. We got a few of our pops for Orphan Black from Hot Topic. Hot Topic actually had some of the exclusives, which was really cool. My favorite character is Helena. She is the brainwashed one that is brainwashed by this religious group that think that all of the clones are like, you know, unholy or, you know, a sin against man. And she is definitely nuts.
But interesting.
Very interesting. And then there is Rachel Duncan, who is the self-aware clone. She knows she's a clone. She is actually raised by the corporation that funds the clones. And she ends up taking a leadership, if not managerial, position in the company. And then there is Kazuma, which is the pot-smoking scientist lesbian one that is
She's awesome.
very grounded and helps kind of keep the group together. But they do something in the genetic sequencing that the clones they can't have children, and they get this respiratory disease. And out of all the clones, Kazuma is the only one of the living clones that actually end up with this respiratory disease. So there's a lot to do with that. And then there's Sarah, who is the
Unique one.
unique. She's the British, you know, kind of wild child. She is the only clone to ever have a child. And
The series centers around her.
yeah, it centers around her.
It begins with her.
Yeah, you know. And then there's Allison, who is like the housewife, just nice.
Soccer mom from
Yeah,
hell.
and to add her into the mix of all of this is really great.
Yeah.
And then of course there is Amy's favorite character,
Love Felix.
which is Felix. And we'll get into that whole situation here in a little while. So anyway, so these pops are pretty cool. The way they did the pops was certain episodes of the movie, like this one has I think Grumpy Nerd did this one. She has a piece of rebar sticking out of her stomach, which is you know, part of one of the episodes. This one here is where she's got a knife and she's all bloody because she actually ended up killing a lot of members of this religious cult after they implanted her with fertile eggs.
Crazy genetics.
Very crazy genetics thing going on. This one, it has this Rachel has a pencil sticking out of her eye, which also is from another episode. If you watch the series, you will totally understand it. Funko did a really good job with these. You know, it doesn't look like, you know, it's just a piece of plastic. They actually painted it pretty well to make it look like a real pencil, and they actually did the rebar, the texture on the rebar pretty cool, where it actually looks like rebar. On Kazuma, her hair is more dreaded, not braided, and you can see the top of the head is more braids, but the back is dreaded. But you know, they got her glasses right, which is.
It's very detailed. If you were actually to see the character from the series, I mean, each one of them are very good representation of what you'd actually see. And it's amazing that all of the female characters here are played by the same woman.
Yes.
So that is actually amazing to me, at least, that this woman can portray so many different characters and actually buy into each character is the same show.
Yeah.
And I don't recall her name. What is her name?
Tatiana Maslany,
I think she's
Russian or Ukrainian or whatever. Anyway, she plays 4 or 5 or even sometimes even 6 different characters on the show, and each one of them you can't tell that it's the same actress. I mean, you can because it looks like the same actress, but each one of these characters has a different personality, a different backstory, different accents, different just mannerisms, and you know, just she does a really good job. And to watch it, you really forget that it's all one actress. But it's really awesome how she does it. Yeah. So, you want to tell everybody about your favorite Felix?
My favorite is Felix. He's just incredible. I love him. He is the foster brother of Sarah, who has the heart of gold. He's artistic and likes to paint in the buff. To take a look at this pop. This is the first pop ever that I have ever seen where he's half naked. As you see, you can see his rear end, and this actually is very prominent because this was portrayed in a scene where he was painting in the buff, boozing it up. As you see his little bottle of booze there, which he does like to partake, and butt naked, yeah. Except for an apron.
And when Funko packaged him, they packaged him sideways. So you can actually see his hindquarters.
That's how he was packaged,
yeah.
And I just think that was very nicely done by Funko.
Yeah,
definitely. It was some eye turners when I picked this up. I'd ordered it from Hot Topic, and when I picked it up and was actually talking with the sales clerk there, and got a big chuckle out of that one, and actually some people behind me who were purchasing some pops as well. They all thought it was hilarious. So. They did a great job. It actually looks very much like the actor that this portrays. Very, very detailed. From the paintbrush into his hand, the art smock, the paint smudges that are on the smock, the bottle itself with, you know, the XXX representing alcohol in his boots. They even have him, which I think is a very nice touch as well, and I believe on all the others, it actually has the plastic stands, which definitely is needed because he is a little top heavy. He wouldn't be able to stand up on his own because his legs are very thin, his body's very thin.
Yeah, their feet are very small.
They're very tiny. The bodies compared to the heads are very, very thin, not like the earlier Funko Pops, which were a little thicker in body. These, I mean, honestly, these are so detailed. It's worth it. I mean, the stand is great.
Yeah, good job by Funko for adding those. The only one that doesn't have one is the bloody dress Helena, but that's also because her dress flares out, so that really helps pull her up. I mean, she's standing up on a box, which is kind of jiggly anyway. So, some of these are exclusive, like we talked about. This one here is from the 2015 Summer Convention exclusives. So you really had to get the rebarred Helena. You know, when it came out, I mean, I'm sure you could probably most likely find her somewhere else. These two are also Hot Topic exclusives. We walked by this one and I think it was Kazuma like 20 times, and we kept saying, let's get them. I'm like, no, let's wait, you know. But then when they started coming out with all the rest of them, I was like, well, okay, now we can get a collection. You know, there'd be more than just 1 or 2. But Hot Topic has been the place to find these for us. We really haven't seen them anywhere. Actually, I don't think we have seen them anywhere else.
Well, we did. I did end up getting the last Rachel. Remember, we couldn't find the last Rachel, so I was able to get the last Rachel from Barnes & Noble. And Allison here again too is our lovely, soccer mom, at-home mom who's crazy as I'll get out. Just love her.
Yeah, she's like that aunt that you have that has like super bad attitude, but is really sweet. She's not going to complain about doing something.
Making brownies next day.
Yeah. She actually ends up selling prescription pills to all of the other soccer moms in her neighborhood, and she really gets conniving. Actually, when Sarah needed a gun, they actually Cosima sent her to her because she's like, she has guns, and
she goes to the shooting range.
Yeah, it was just really odd because she's so small framed. Like, out of all of them, even though it's the same actress, she seems like she's got the smallest frame because they make her wear tighter clothes. And again, that adds to part of
you buying in that
it's a different actress.
That's hot.
No, well, no, because they're all played by the same person.
Yeah,
that's one actress. She's like Tatiana something. But anyway, crazy, insanely, just sadistic.
You're glad that she got the pencil in the eye.
Scientist,
she's
hot
awesome.
smoker, lesbian, wild child with a kid, gay naked guy, and soccer mom. So if you like the series, if you don't like the series, then I don't know what to tell you, but these pops are still cool. But if you haven't seen the series, watch the series. It's definitely addicting.
Going into season 4 now.
Going into season 4.
It is from the BBC. It is a British television series, but you do what we've done where we watch it on Netflix or Amazon Prime to get caught up on it. It is a really good show. I was very hesitant at first, but he convinced me to watch a couple episodes, and honestly, by episode 3, I was sold, and I was, binge watching like you mentioned earlier. So we're up to, I think, season 3 now? Season 3.
We're watching season 3.
So we're very much looking forward to the next season and what kind of crazy antics that these clones get into. There's so many clones and stuff.
Yeah, there's the boys. There's the boys and girls. So they haven't even touched on the boy clones yet, which those guys they're just weird. They're kind of hard to watch, because they're just odd. They're all just very odd. Like that one neighbor you don't like talking to. Just like, hey, gotta go. My wife was calling, see you later. But she's really not calling. So anyway, don't forget to like and share. Hopefully this video wasn't completely boring for you, and if it was, then I don't really care.
Yes, we
enjoyed it. But if you do like the series, let us know. If you don't like the series, don't let us know.
If there's another pop you think should be added to the series that we should write Funko, because we already thought about the guys. But if there's another one you think should be included, if you've watched the show and you're like, hey, they should have this kind of character, let us know. We'd be interested to see what you think.
Yep. Orphan Black on the BBC. Our Funko Pops.
Check them out.
Alright. And thanks again.
Thanks. Bye. And that's a wrap.